Good morning, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez Williams, and I want to talk this morning about building muscle and the timing of when to build muscle. Now! It's time to build muscle now. So how can you build muscle? What can you do to build muscle? And why is it so important? So a lot of reasons for why it's so important. Muscle speeds up your metabolism, makes it easier for you to your body to use the food that you've consumed as fuel, makes it easier for you to digest and break down everything. And muscle helps to protect your bones. Muscle helps you to have more mobility, to be able to move better. Muscle gives you the ability to live better longer. So muscle is so important, and we lose 1% of muscle every day. Not every day. That would be terrible. We lose 1% of muscle every year after we turn 50. So that's 10% from 50 to 60 that we lose if we don't do something about that. Now we can choose to do something about that. We can choose to build muscle and to counteract that natural muscle loss that happens when we age by eating high protein, by moving our bodies in a way that will build muscle, by protecting our muscle and creating opportunity for it to be not only protected, but to build more muscle. So what can we do? Well, those things, we can do those things. So what are you doing right now to build muscle? Is the way that you're eating helping to build muscle, or are you eating not enough protein? Because not enough protein is going to not fuel your muscle. Are you moving your body, and are you doing something that will move your body in a way that will build your muscle? So cardio is super important, but muscle resistance training is really important too. So I learned from Dr. Jacob this week. Dr. Jacob Wilson is the co-author of the Ketogenic Bible. He's published over 300 articles, and he's the Muscle PhD on Instagram. So follow him if you're not. He has great information, but really helpful in terms of like practical information of how can we do this. So when I learned from him this week, when he presented in our educational event on Tuesday night, he talked about ways for what you can do and how simple it can be to build muscle, and what is effective, what will help you to not only break down your muscle, but help to recover it. And then what can you do? So again, if you want that recording, put recording in the comments, because I will get it to you. It is absolutely incredible, really powerful information, lots of things that you can apply, and then just really great science and education. So what you can do is he said, to do exercises that are going to build your muscle, like body weight exercises or weights or things with dumbbells or with weights or even machines. Now he said that you want to take yourself to a place where you're within 0 to 3 reps of not being able to do anymore, a place of complete fatigue. So seeing what that is for you and doing that. So you just have to be honest with yourself. Where are you at when you get there? Can you go a little bit more, or are you spent? If you're spent, stop. If you can go a little more, go a little more. And that little more, getting to that place of 0 to 3 reps from complete fatigue, is where you will be able to start to work your muscles enough that will help build them. And then you need to recoup by eating more protein. You need to recoup. Drinking ketones is going to both spare your muscles, but also help you build muscles, protein synthesis and protein sparing. So when you push yourself to that space, he said that every time, the goal is not that you just stay there. The goal is that over time, if you're doing, let's say 10 reps and that gets you to fatigue, then you working towards the next time that you do that exercise, good morning, Dawn, that you're doing just a little bit more. That might be 1 rep more. And then you're eventually doing a couple of reps more, that you're building on that so that you're building muscle. Now, a lot of people, he said, are concerned. A lot of women are concerned that they're going to bulk up if they do that. He said, actually, that's the opposite. When your fat shrinks, muscle will help you burn your fat faster. Then the muscle replaces that space and is more dense. And more, and fat is like this, like a sponge that's filled, and then it reduces in size, and muscle is dense, and so it creates lean and tone muscle. We want lean and tone muscle. I just saw something fly behind my head. So you can also, we're talking about muscle. So muscle's so important. How can you build muscle? So he said, if you're doing, maybe you get to a place where you are doing just body weight exercises and you need to add a little weight because it's getting too easy, or you're not, it's like too many reps. But it's okay. If it's too many reps, just keep doing the reps until you get to that 0 to 3 fatigue rep, or move to some weights. Or if you're using, it's the same, there it is, whatever that is. If it's the same, if you're using machines, it's the same process. It's just getting to that same space where you're taxing your muscles almost to the fatigue, or like right at fatigue. And then he said also that you can, he said one other thing about that. So machines, like free weights or body weight, it doesn't matter. It just matters that you push yourself to that space. Oh, he said it's best to work out one muscle group, every muscle group per week, once a week. So every muscle group once per week. Or optimal would be twice a week for every muscle group. So that's really helpful. When I do these exercises, so I've been doing these exercise snacks and pushing myself to that space. And when I do that, I notice that it takes me like 3 minutes, because I'm not at a place that is maxing that. And I get maxed to that. Depends on the exercise, how many I'm doing. Also, just be careful, you don't want to injure yourself, so you're not going all out. But I also heard one of the experts say that often that's more something that men do, and that women don't usually push themselves to that space of injury quite as easily. They're not as the same competitive to themselves in the same way. I think that's true of a lot of women and not true of some women, of course. But you do want to push yourself. So 0 to 3 reps, that fatigue. So what are you going to do today? So the things that you can do, there's lots of things you can do. And I've shown you some of those through exercise snack reels that I've created. You can do squats. You can do lunges. I can't do lunges because my knees are bad, but I can do squats. Only to a certain extent because of my knees. You can do wall sits. Wall sits, it's about how much time can you stay there. You can do planks, again, about time. You can do push-ups. You can do women's girl push-ups or regular push-ups. You can do dips. You can do crab walk. You can do I'm trying to think of other you can do jumping jacks are not so much. Hi, Renee. That's a little bit more on the cardio. You can do crunches. You can do fire hydrants. There's so many exercises that you can do. You can even just go into YouTube and search body weight exercises or HIIT workout. Often HIIT workouts have body weight exercises in them. So just choosing something to do, you could even ask ChatGPT or ask Google, which muscle groups does this hit? And then make sure that you're hitting your arms, your legs, your back, your chest, each of those once a week. That's it. And that does a whole lot for our muscle. Eating high protein, doing these types of exercises, and then drinking ketones will optimize all of it, because it's protecting your protein and protecting your muscle and helping you build more muscle. So which of those are you doing? Put it in the comments. What are you going to do today? Which muscle group are you going to target today? Put that in the comments. And make sure you like, heart, and share this video, because everyone needs to know. And K1 has launched. Our brand new ketones have launched. So if you want info on that, put info in the comments and I will send you the info, because oh my goodness, amazing. So have a wonderful day. Build your muscle, protect your muscle. Yep, build and protect your muscle. And have a wonderful day. From my house, there's a beat to your kitchen, global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye.